YouTube, y'all be coming with some bush. What is this? What am I looking at? Who is this? I'm disturbed, and the video not even started. Like, bro, like, what the, bro? It says, where did these images come from? Let's just go ahead and get to the video. Let's get this video over with. Let's get. All right, what am I looking at right now?
The Russian sleep experiment.
This is an experiment?
Even for those who haven't been a part of the online horror community for a long time, these two photographs from the iconic creepypasta known as the Russian sleep experiment probably look familiar. For over a decade, the Russian sleep experiment has ranked high on the list of the most infamously scary stories on the internet, with its influence reaching far beyond the limits of the online horror community. But despite its mass popularity, many people still don't know the origin of the disturbing images linked to this story.
I don't want to know.
According to the creepypasta, during World War II, a group of researchers from the Soviet Union locked 5 unwilling prisoners of war in a cell and exposed them to a stimulant gas that was designed to keep them awake for 30 days, leading the prisoners to slowly slip further and further into insanity. Although the focus of the experiment was supposed to be on the effects of sleep deprivation, the legend says that after about 15 days of exposing the prisoners to the gas, the scientists opened the doors to the cell and found that the test subjects had inflicted horrible injuries on themselves and had even started eating their own flesh. As the story goes, the prisoners had to be forcibly removed from the cell, and in the process they became violent, taking the lives of some of the scientists. Disturbingly, despite the mental and physical damage the prisoners had endured for the last 15 days, they desperately begged the scientists to put them back on the stimulant gas to avoid falling asleep. As per the creepypasta, the test subjects all ended up losing their lives. The story of the Russian sleep experiment became a classic in the online horror space almost immediately after it was uploaded to the creepypasta website in 2010. But from my research, its origins date back to even earlier than that. On August 8, 2009, user Rip747 posted the story on his personal WordPress blog, claiming that his brother had emailed him a link with the story and that neither of them knew who the original author was. It's very likely that the story existed even prior to this post, but without the name of the author or any other information, it's almost impossible to pinpoint the exact origin. Later that same month, the story was uploaded to the miscellaneous board of the bodybuilding forums website by user Falcon Punch, and almost exactly a year later in August 2010, user Orange Soda uploaded the story to the creepypasta wiki page. Although the story earned its very own page on the creepypasta website just 6 days after it was posted by Orange Soda, it wasn't until years later that the urban legend was linked to the images so famously associated with it. In March of 2013, the story got its own website, and later that same year, the story was read aloud in a video posted by the YouTube channel I Read Creepypastas, which was possibly the first time the black and white images were used in connection to the legend. One of the images shows a group of 4 men standing against a wall wearing different types of gas masks.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This nigga mask is not even on his face good. I know he got fucked up, and this nigga, is that the duck? Like, what, bro? The only 2 safe niggas is probably. I know he for sure safe. Look at the tube. He's good. He's definitely good. He made sure that shit hole is strapped to his face. I don't know what he got going on. Then they got a garbage bag across his face. He might be fucked up too. Like,
masks, with the men in the image representing the Russian scientists in the fictional story. The other photograph shows a horribly emaciated humanoid creature with sunken, deteriorated features staring eerily into the camera with a terrifying smile. Since its upload, I Read Creepypasta's video has received over 34 million views on YouTube, which has led even more users to search for the original author of the story. In 2015, a British writer known as Holly Ice published a book named Russian Sleep Experiment. Many people believe that she was the original author of the creepypasta story, but she later revealed that she had only used the original creepypasta as inspiration. As I was digging in various online forums for possible clues regarding the original author of the Russian sleep experiment, I found a Reddit thread in which user Nothing Crazy claims ownership of the story, stating that the myth was originally posted to 4chan. However, as the user doesn't offer any proof, it's difficult to confirm whether this is true or not. It's possible that we'll never know who wrote the original story. But creepypasta aside, what are the origins of the disturbing images that became linked to the Russian sleep experiment? Although many people assumed that the image of the test subject sitting on the edge of the bed was a real photograph from a World War II prisoner of war, the reality is actually much less disturbing. If the black and white filter is removed from the image, the prisoner starts to look a lot less like a person and a lot more like a sculpture or a decoration.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, that's pretty much exactly what it is. In 2005, a Halloween decoration company named Morbid Enterprises created a humanoid animatronic by the name Spasm as a part of their preparations for the Halloween season.
What the hell?
When activated, the animatronic shook violently and emitted a disturbing groaning sound. Up until 2015, the figure of a deranged prisoner in a straitjacket could be bought in Halloween stores or online, but the product has since been discontinued. Spasm's terrifying appearance and exaggerated features made it the perfect candidate for a test subject in the story of the Russian sleep experiment. As for the photograph of the 4 men in gas masks, the first occurrence I found of this image was on a 2008 Amazon listing of a picture frame in which the black and white picture was featured as a sample image. It's unclear why this particular photograph was used, but because the listing was taken down several years ago, there's really no useful information on this page. The only explanation for the photograph I found was on a historical archive website called Granger.com. In 2013, the image of the 4 men was uploaded with the caption, "World War I Gas Warfare, American soldiers demonstrating the different types of gas masks worn by left to right US, British, French, and German troops." The image dates back to 1917. Ultimately, the way in which 2 completely unrelated images that were taken 100 years apart were used to complement a story about a fictional experiment carried out during World War II is a testament to the endless creativity of the online horror community. Although the story behind the image is obviously fake, the fact that most of the articles written about the Russian sleep experiment today are attempts to investigate the validity of the story or to debunk it as a hoax says a lot about the story's effectiveness. Whereas most creepypastas are usually immediately written off by mainstream media.
I ain't gonna lie. I think one thing we can learn from this, bro. Don't believe everything you see on the social medias. I'm not gonna lie because it might look you can make something seem like I could post something crazy right now and people just run with it like you know with the Will Smith and Jada thing going on. Like I could just say anything, people just gonna believe it because it's just Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Like they're gonna go crazy, bro. So like one thing about me, bro, I take everything with a grain of salt, bro. Like social media is social media. If you take social media seriously, I ain't gonna lie. You part of the problem. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Obvious hoax is, the story of the Russian sleep experiment has received attention from news outlets worldwide.
That is crazy.
Without the mass notoriety of the disturbing images linked to this story, it's safe to say that the creepypasta genre wouldn't be as popular as it is today. Barney.
The fuck?
In the early 90s, the show Barney and Friends aired for the first time on PBS.
What is
and
that?
it didn't take long for the purple dinosaur to become a favorite among the show's young preschool audience. Thanks to the show's emphasis on the value of friendship and the cast of iconic characters, Barney has become a pop culture icon whose legacy endures to this day. Although Barney is usually associated with innocence and happy childhood memories, there is one particular image on the internet that portrays the friendly dinosaur in a much creepier light. The image in question shows a small, happy-looking child in a red and blue jacket standing on the grass, while an unsettling figure of what appears to be a person in a Barney costume lurks in the background. Barney's lifeless black eyes, distorted smile, and generally off-putting appearance have disturbed many viewers into scouring the corners of the internet in search of an explanation for the eerie photograph. Like many creepy pictures, the origins of the image can be traced back to the online forum Reddit, where it was posted in the r/creepy subreddit in 2016 by user Radioactivate with the caption, "A creepy photo of my friend when he was young." The caption on the Imgur page the user links to reads, "My friend was going through some of his photos of his younger self and found this gem."
Yeah, that's nasty.
Upon closer inspection, it appears that the image was taken from a photo album. After dozens of people commented on the creepy nature of the image on the original post, the uploader posted the comment, "I don't know a whole lot about the photo. Currently my friend is at work, but once he gets home I'll bug him to tell us everything he knows." Unfortunately, the post was never updated, and no new information on the image ever came to light. Other than the original Reddit post, there isn't really a lot of context on the image anywhere else. And all we can assume is that the creepy Barney figure was somebody's attempt at a costume, perhaps for a birthday party or something else. Some of the comments on the post seem to echo that theory, but if that's not the case, then what exactly is going on in this unsettling image we'll likely never know.
Nah, that shit funny, bro.
Shadow Woman. On July 10th, 2020, Reddit user GrizzlyPanda5 uploaded an unsettling image that immediately sparked an online frenzy, with
I ain't gonna lie though, these two look more evil than her, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look at that smile. Look, hell, to be honest, she's scaring me more than this. What the hell? She just look black as hell. Like, I'm not really scared. Look, I guess when the lights go off, this when niggas see like when they look at me. Damn, damn. Damn. She no. She more scared than this, bro. Look at her smile. She happy to be with this thing. And then like I feel like when people like look for stuff like this, that's what's more scary. But like, cause this is nasty. She look too comfortable though. Like look at the face. Like why she look at me like that? Why you looking at me? Why you chill out?
Hundreds of users desperately searching for the origins of the strange photograph. The image shows two children looking down from a window. The girl smiles innocently, but the boy next to her stares at the camera with a motionless expression. Behind them stands the dark silhouette or shadow of a woman staring into the distance with a pair of eyes that, for some reason, are the only visible features on her entire body. As most viewers notice, the lighting of the image obviously doesn't make any sense. Even though the woman is standing behind the children, she's close enough to the window for the light to make her features visible. But in this case, all we see is a shadow and a creepy pair of eyes. While researching the origins of the photograph, I noticed the name Tales of Terror from Tokyo coming up repeatedly in connection to the image on various online forums. Tales of Terror from Tokyo is a Japanese horror TV show that aired from 2003 to 2005, and according to several users, the origin of this particular image can be traced back to one of the episodes on the show. However, this isn't exactly true. Although there is a connection between the image and the show, it didn't come directly from an episode in the series. As it turns out, the image is actually from a scene in a Japanese short film whose title translates to Only the Two of Us. Only the Two of Us was released in 2005 as a spin-off to the original Tales of Terror from Tokyo series, and follows the story of a high school tutor and her student who find themselves trapped in a series of disturbing paranormal events. In the scene that this image was sourced from, a girl walks past an apartment
Who the fuck hand is that? I ain't gonna lie. Y'all more scared of a black hand or a white hand? Whoa, that sounds crazy. I mean, like, I feel like an all white hand would scare me more than an all black hand. Well, this depends. Like, it depends what time of day it is. Just imagine, like, it's like I think what would be more scary? Like, say like you in the bed late at night, you just wake up and you see an all black figure or all white figure. I think the all white figure would like freak me out more because it's like, nigga, you not even trying to hide. You just like just moving around. Like I'll be like, what the fuck?
Tutor and her student who find themselves trapped in a series of disturbing paranormal events. In the scene that this image was sourced from, a girl walks past an apartment complex and waves at the children looking down from the window. Seconds later, the mysterious shadow appears behind them. It's worth noting that the shadow's eyes in the Reddit image were not a part of the original scene, and were most likely edited in by the uploader to make the image more disturbing. Due to its obscure origins and generally disturbing quality, this creepy picture has come to be recognized by many as one of the most infamous cursed images of the decade. The wooden bathtub.
What the
This bizarre image of what appears to be a man covered in a questionable brown liquid inside a wooden bathtub has been circulating on various websites and online forums for the past few years, and has become a classic in the cursed image genre. The photograph was originally posted in the dank memes from site 19 subreddit by user ErmyBoy, along with the caption SCP-106 in a docile state within containment. It's worth mentioning that this entire subreddit is dedicated to posting memes about the SCP Foundation. If the term sounds unfamiliar, SCP Foundation is a collaborative internet-based fiction project about a fictional government agency that secures, contains, and protects the population from strange monsters, thus the acronym SCP. The roots of the fictional SCP Foundation can be traced all the way back to 4chan, and it's basically an evolved version of the creepypasta website. If you go far enough down the rabbit hole, you'll find some pretty complex and detailed entries written by random people on the internet. Part of the allure of the website is that anyone can get an account on the SCP Wiki and write a horror story about a fictitious monster framed as an entry in the agency's database, which is a big part of the reason why SCP Foundation has gained such a massive following. Every entry in the database is given a number to classify it, and according to the website, SCP-106 corresponds to a character known as the Old Man. As the name suggests, SCP-106 is described as an elderly humanoid that has the power to corrode anything it touches. In the SCP lore, the Old Man is usually depicted with a layer of brown, mucus-like liquid, which might explain the reference to the character in the original image posted on Reddit. Although we don't know anything about the man portrayed in the wooden bathtub image, there seem to be several clues across various websites as to where the picture was taken. On a Russian social media website called VK, which is similar to Facebook, a user named Alexander Belikov posted an image of himself submerged in a brown liquid in a wooden tub. Obviously, the pictures were taken from different angles, but based on the shape of the tiles on the walls, the wooden bathtub, and the overall aesthetic of the room, it's highly likely that the two images were taken in the same location. According to Alexander Belikov's post, this image was taken in some sort of...
Well, I don't know. Well, I guess it's different from like, cause like why these like squares look way bigger than these? But maybe I'm like out of my mind and maybe reading too much into it. But I guess maybe it's like early, cause like even like the side, like the sides. Nah, this can't be the same picture. Cause look, y'all see how the bar is like high up, and on this one you can barely even see the. Nah, this ain't the same picture.
Spa or healthcare center in Poland, where one of the available therapeutic procedures is to be submerged in a bathtub full of mud that's heated up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
100?
This type of treatment is actually not uncommon in the holistic space.
That's not fire,
and in the
though,
past
okay?
couple of decades, mud therapy has become pretty popular due to its multiple health benefits. Although this image has been creeping people out since its original upload, it's really just a picture of a man taking a mud bath at a holistic health center.
Yeah, don't scare
The
me.
man's abnormal face expression could be due to the effects that were added to the image before it was posted,
probably just saying
but it's
something.
also possible that the image was planned to be creepy or funny by the man and the person taking it. Eyeless Jack.
Okay, bro, what the
If
fuck?
you've ever gone digging around for creepy images on the internet, there's a good chance you've heard of the name Eyeless Jack
Yeah,
at some
nah.
point. Even if you haven't, there's still a high chance you've come across this chilling image of a man
Nah,
in a
that's
tight,
crazy.
dark hoodie and a white mask with large black holes for eyes towering over what we can only infer to be a bed. The image of Eyeless Jack first emerged on the online forum 4chan on
Ain't
June
lie.
7th, 2010,
This one low-key
when a
crazy.
user named Arnon published a post titled Nightmare Fuel, which contained images of disturbing creatures from video games and various other sources. One of the images that was featured in the post was the original picture of Eyeless Jack, which has continued to haunt viewers since its original upload in 2010, and it's not too hard to see why. Although the image was reposted all over the internet from the moment it was first made public, it wasn't until 2012 that an official story was written to go along with the picture. The story itself was written by a Wikia user named Azel5000, which includes a fictional first-person account of an account.
Wait, Jack is 19 years old and 5'11". I ain't worried about no man. He's like, no, I'm not worried about you.
Encounter with Eyeless Jack. The original account reads, I was staring face to face with a creature with a black hoodie and a dark blue mask, with no nose or mouth staring down at me. The thing that scared me the most was that it had no eyes, just empty black sockets. The creature also had some black substance dripping from its sockets. According to the original story, Eyeless Jack was once a normal 19-year-old kid named Jack Nyris, who was used by a cult as a human sacrifice in a terrifying ritual that involved the removal of his eyes and a liquid mixture of tar and blood being poured into his sockets. As the myth states, something went horribly wrong during the sacrifice, and Jack was turned into the creature in the image. The creepypasta associated with the picture mentions that after the sacrifice, Eyeless Jack became a serial killer with the ability to sneak into people's houses and surgically remove their kidneys without them waking up. According to the urban legend, by the time people would wake up the next morning, Eyeless Jack would have already eaten their kidneys. As it usually happens with creepypastas, the horrifying story of Eyeless Jack quickly gained traction across various online platforms, leading hundreds of users to expand on the original version and create their own adaptations. Although the image quickly became one of the most popular mainstream creepypastas in history, the actual creator of the original image was still a mystery. It wasn't until February 2020 that Twitter user Pirate Cashew claimed ownership by posting the original image with the caption, "My friend took it and uploaded it anonymously, and someone took that and used it for Eyeless Jack. I did not find out about it until like a couple years ago. This is the unblurred background version to prove it, never been posted before." Pirate Cashew is an artist and digital creator from the UK with a decent-sized following on Twitter, and it's intriguing how one of her random creations inadvertently ended up turning into one of the most valuable pieces of internet history in the horror genre. To this day, users have continued adding their own twists on the story of Eyeless Jack, solidifying the character's status as the face of one of the most widely known creepypastas of all time.
I swear to God, bro. Y'all lucky I love y'all. What the fuck y'all be having me watch, bro? What is this? What? Look, They was all cool. They was all funny to this one. Even now it's not that bad, but yeah, that's why I don't fool around with the heebie-jeebies and stuff like that. I'm a man of the Lord. Amen, amen. Look, as long as you got the Lord, you're good, you're good. Amen, amen. If you don't know the Lord, hey, go do your research. But hey, if y'all enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you lock your doors so Alice Jack don't come in your room and steal your kidneys. What is you wait? So you just eating my kidneys? Like you could be helping somebody. Like at least use them for somebody else. You just gonna eat them? Like you little freaky deep little mom. Hey, we out here. I'm not even for to speak on you no more.